So finding the exact value, I'm going to first of all change this to degrees, and it's most likely going to be 30, 60, 90, or 45. Those are about the only ones we can do for exact values. So then I need to divide by pi and multiply by 180. So the pi's cancel, and then 6 goes into 180 30 times, and so I've got 5 times 30 is 150 degrees. So in itself it's not one of the common ones that I said, but if you look at where 150 degrees is, it's in quadrant 2. So if we draw it in quadrant 2 and say that this is the 150 degrees, then that means the reference angle is 30 degrees. And then I can drop a perpendicular and create a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So across from the hypotenuse is the largest side 2, across from the 30 is the smallest side 1, and this one across from 60 degrees is the square root of 3. So then for secant, well, I know that that's 1 over cosine, so I'll first find cosine. So cosine of 30 degrees is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So square root of 3 over 2. And then I need to decide, is this supposed to be positive or negative in quadrant 2? So we've got A, smart trig class. In quadrant 2, sine is positive, but cosine would be negative. So this, with the 30 degrees, that's in quadrant 1 and actually is positive. But when we change to be in quadrant 2 and say cosine of the 150 degrees, then according to this, it's going to be negative. And there's only one last thing to do, find secant of that angle. Well, secant of that angle, and I'll change back to radians now, comes from 1 divided by cosine, so I just need to invert this. 2 over a negative radical 3.